This is perhaps two of the greatest foods in the entire world getting married. Okay, what's a birria burger, Josh? What in the Sam Hill are you doing? Well, we did this not too long ago at an event. A couple thousand people came out to eat this one burger, and look, this isn't the exact same recipe, so before you're like, aha, I've got Jesse's secret recipe, you don't. For one, we added an element, changed a couple sauces, and I think made it a little easier for the at-home cook. So with all that being said, let's make this, shall we? Combining two of my favorite foods, my luscious birria, which is slightly altered for this recipe, don't worry, Papa will show you, and the most beautiful cheeseburger. Now, since this birria is different, I'll run you through it real quick. This time, starting off with 5 pounds or 2.2 kilos of bone-in beef short ribs. Look, brother, I want them bones for the flavor. Don't try and think you're being smart by getting boneless. Remember, silly geese get roasted and eaten. Anyway, get a nice heavy bottom stock pot that's at least 7 quarts. Add enough oil to coat the bottom of the pan. Heat to medium high just till the oil begins to smoke. Add in your beef to avoid overcrowding. Season lightly with salt and pepper and sear for 2 to 3 minutes per side until you get some nice, beautiful color. Now you're gonna season that meat again, so go light with the salt. Finish the rest of your beef, set it all to the side, and you should still have a nice layer of fat at the bottom of the pot. But if not, then just go ahead and throw everything away and you're done. Kidding. Add a touch more oil if needed. Reduce the heat to medium and add 2 tablespoons or 30 grams of tomato paste. Stir and cook for 30 seconds or until it begins to caramelize. Now, add 2 whole heads of garlic. Cut in half, leave everything there, totally cool. Along with 1 yellow onion, cut into quarters but leaving the root and skin attached. Add those bad boys to your pot. Follow that with 2.5 quarts or 2.4 liters of your absolute nicest beef stock possible. Now, increase the heat to medium, bring to a light boil, then reduce the heat to low for a nice little simmer. So perfect for skinny dipping. Add all of your beef back, just slid it in there nicely, and don't act like this is the first time you had to squeeze your meat into something, all right? Now add 1 tablespoon or 5 grams of coriander seeds, 1 tablespoon or 9 grams of black peppercorns, all whole. Pause. If you do not want spices floating around, wrap it in a bouquet garni. Papa was out of cheesecloth. Whoopsie doopsie, but this demonstrates that cooking can sometimes be a little bit more relaxed and still delicious. Thank you and good evening. 5 bay leaves, 5 seeded guajillo chilies, 5 seeded ancho chilies, and 2 seeded chili de arbol, which are hiding somewhere in there. Don't stir at this point. Instead, let it simmer, cover with a lid or cartouche, and cook for 3 to 3.5 hours. Cut off the heat, gently transfer the softened chilies into a blender along with 3 cups of the braising liquid. Blend on high until as smooth as possible. Pour that back into your pot, simmer for 10 more minutes, then carefully remove your meat and all the bones. The bones have done their job, so you can totally toss those. And look at my meat. It practically falls apart in my hand. It shreds itself at the mere sight of my thumb spiraling towards it. And let me tell you something. This is moist. No other word can describe it. Pure, joyous moistness. Shred all your beef, season it to taste with salt, season your now consomme with salt to taste, and please go heavy there, and it's on to the burger. First, I essentially want a quesadilla tostada in there, so get yourself some fry oil to 350 Fahrenheit, drop in 1 to 3 whole corn tortillas at a time, and fry for 2 to 3 minutes, or until the bubbling has mostly subsided and the corn tortilla is nice and stiff. Strain on a wire rack and season immediately with salt to taste, and that is a basic but lovely tostada. You'll need 2 whole tostadas per burger. Now, cilantro emulsion mayo. Sounds fancy, very easy. In a blender, add in 1 cup or 26 grams of cilantro with the stems attached, 8 cups of peeled garlic, a 1/4 cup or 60 grams of lime juice. Blend that, working your way up to high, and add in just a tiny splash of water to loosen. You really want this to be as smooth but also as thick as possible. Once it's vortexing, stream in a 1/4 cup or 52 grams of vegetable oil, and you have a nice emulsion. I'll be honest, I added a little too much water to this, so it's a little loose. Don't do that. Mix that with 1 1/4 cup or 275 grams of mayonnaise. Season to taste with salt, and that's your mayo for your little juicy burger man. Now it's assembly time. Start off with a 1/3 or 1/2 pound ball of ground beef, around 70 to 80% lean. I want this stuff fatty. Get a 10 to 12 inch pan, either stainless or cast iron. Grease it up, heat to medium high, and once searing hot, place your ball in the pan and press with a large spatula or burger press until a 1/4 inch thick and slightly wider than your buns. Season that generously with salt and pepper. Sear for 1 to 2 minutes. Flip, season the other side to taste, then add on 1 or 2 slices of provolone cheese, a nice layer of your hot birria beef, and just a gentle drizzle of your hot consomme on top. And good Lord have mercy. Anyway, get 2 tostada, add in a small handful of shredded Oaxaca cheese, melt that under a broiler or with a kitchen torch. Add some diced sweet onion to your desired level, a light sprinkling of fresh chopped cilantro, and top with another tostada. Now stack in this order. Carefully, please. Brioche bottom bun. Toasted. A nice layer of your mayo, your patty birria combo, your tostada. Man, this thing is already looking like a goddamn Goliath. Mayo your toasted top bun, and with no regrets or a single apology, crown your magnificent king. But it doesn't end there. Don't forget to serve with a side of your hot umami-rich consomme topped with sweet onion and fresh chopped cilantro. Give it a dip and, well, I've said it before. Slap my horseshoe, call my dentist and tell him I got a cavity, moisturize your elbows. That is one of the juiciest, loosiest burger with the moistness I've ever seen in my life. Now, time to put it in my mouth. We have a Birria burger. So you may have seen this before.
Where?
In Los Angeles, we served it to about several thousand goddamn people. And now we're making it here, but it's a little bit different. The tostada inspiration comes from a buddy of mine, Mark Rosati. Thank you for giving me that, by the way. Culinary director of Shake Shack, no big deal, it's fine. Dunk. Look at that glistening. Son of a... Optionally, we have a lime wedge, or a cheek in this case. Oh. I'm gonna need a paper towel for this one. Hey, right there, something special. This is like a multiverse of texture. I mean, you've got the crunch from the tostada, and then there's cheese on the inside. It's like a cheesy tostada, like a quesadilla almost. The soft bread, the aioli comes together. Not really an aioli, it's like a mayo kind of thing. Burger, obviously juicy, delicious. You know what a burger's like, but then that birria, juicing, squirting into your mouth. This is exactly what you would expect if you married both a birria taco and a burger, and it's the greatest thing you'll ever have in sandwich form. Is a burger a sandwich? Yeah. But you wanna know what else is a sandwich? Just put the B-roll.